What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be making today is a bone-in New York strip steak. We're going to be cooking this sous vide style. This steak was sent to me by a company by the name of Snake River Farms, and this happens to be an American Wagyu steak. Anyway, if this steak turns out anything like the one that I cooked in my cast iron skillet, this is something I cannot wait to try. Anyway, they sent out 4 of these steaks, and I'm going to try them 4 different ways. Now, if you order from Snake River Farms, it's going to come in the styrofoam packaging with the dry ice. But you know what? It comes in this nice little bag. And I was just thinking about this morning. You know, I do a lot of cooking for people, and a lot of times I'll have sauces or things like that that I want to kind of keep cool. And rather than throw them in a cooler or something like that, bang! Throw a little ice pack in here, and it's good to go. Anyway, when you do order this steak, you're going to get the steaks are going to come vacuum sealed like so. You're going to have an information packet which tells you a little bit about the company and different cooking techniques. Anyway, as far as this steak, we're going to keep it fairly simple. We are going to kind of get a little creative with it. We are going to hit it with a spice called Penzi spice, shallot pepper spice. That's going to be our rub. We're going to vacuum seal it in one of our bags, and we're going to add some I actually froze some rosemary a while back, so we're going to throw some of that in, and some garlic as well. The immersion circulator I'm going to be using is an Avalon Bay immersion circulator, and that thing has been something that I am truly loving to use. Anyway, link to Snake River Farms along with my discount code is going to be in the description below. Discount code is No Hippie Barbecue. Anyway, let's get seasoning up this steak. And before I start adding this seasoning to it, I mean, look at the marbling on this. That is some beautiful marbling right there. We're gonna just go ahead and add this seasoning on. I'm not using any olive oil or anything to any olive oil, butter, anything like that. We're just gonna go straight up with it. All right, so that's about enough seasoning right there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our vacuum sealer, get our bag ready, and go ahead and vacuum seal it up and get it ready to go. So I have a couple cloves of garlic, and I just pretty much just mashed them. I'm just gonna throw one on one side of the steak, then throw another one on the bottom side of the steak. Then I'm just gonna throw in one sprig of this rosemary on the top, and then one on the bottom. You know, let's just throw another one in just for good measure. Just throw that in on the side. Now we're gonna go ahead, vacuum it up. All right, now that this is vacuum sealed up, let's go ahead and get it in the water. So as far as cook time goes on this, I'm going to be cooking this for about 3.5 hours. I'm going an extra half an hour just because the steak wasn't completely room temperature when we started. So go ahead and set my time. 3.5 hours. I'm going to be going for something closer to that medium rare range. So I'm going to set my temperature, and closer actually to rare than medium rare, hopefully. I'm going to set my temperature at 122 degrees. Actually, let's go down to 119 degrees and let's start it. Anyway, get our meat in, and we'll check back in another 3.5 hours. So our timer just went off after 3.5 hours. Let's go ahead and get this steak out. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and cut this bag open. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick off the rosemary and garlic that's still on there. Now I'm just going to put it on a paper towel. And I thought I had another paper towel over here, but I'm just going to go ahead, grab a paper towel. We're going to pat this dry. So we have our steak, we have it pat dry. I was thinking about doing this in the skillet, but you know what? It's a nice day outside. Let's get outside. on my Camp Chef Woodwind side box. We're gonna go ahead and sear it off there. So we got this sear box going. I have it on high. That should put us right around 900 degrees. Let's go ahead and get this steak on. And that steak is super tender right now. So that's about a minute and a half, give or take. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a turn. So that's about another minute and a half. Let's go ahead and flip it. Brought you guys in closer to get a better look. We're gonna go ahead and give it our last little turn. We're probably gonna sear off some of that fat as well. So that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and sear off just a bit of this fat on the side. And that is a wrap. Let's take it inside. So I've already taken the bone off of this. Let's go ahead and get in here and start slicing. Let's taste it and see what's up. So this is a wrap. Time to get into this and see what I think as far as the taste goes. Now I did do one of these steaks in a skillet. I'll leave a link to that in the iCard above. Let's get in and taste. One thing that definitely comes through is the marbling on this steak. I said it in the last video, I'm gonna say it now. You know what? I didn't say this in the last video. I bet if you didn't have any teeth, you could probably still eat this. I think you could gum this one down. Anyway, nothing wrong with these steaks. From a tenderness standpoint, it is all that. Anyway, I'd like to thank my people over at Snake River Farms for sending me out these delicious steaks. 2 more different ways to come. We're gonna take it out to my element. We're gonna be out on these grills next time we do it. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.